Hello, and welcome to our lesson on understanding resources and time management. This segment will cover resources and time management within a project management context. Resources and time management are two crucial areas for any project. Effective management of resources and time has a positive impact on achieving the project objectives. Effective project management requires coordination and balance between project resources and time. Projects have specific goals, and achieving them requires careful orchestration of both the resources at our disposal and the time allocated for each task. The traditional project triple constraints triangle of time, cost, and scope emphasized that these constraints form an interdependent set, meaning that if any of them changes during the course of the project, at least one of the others will change as well. However, in today's complex project environments, more constraints can be added to them, such as resources, quality, and risk, and changing any of these 6 constraints may result in changing one or more of the other constraints. For example, adding more resources to the project will lead to increasing project costs while reducing project time. On the other hand, reducing the project budget might require reducing the number of resources allocated to the project or utilizing less qualified and cheaper resources. Resources and time management are further interlinked, and many times, especially in knowledge projects where the majority of resources are human resources and personnel, developing the plan for each of these project management areas has to be done in tandem with the other. For example, in time management, estimating durations of activities would require that we know the number of assigned people to the project and their competence levels. Inversely, in resources management, while estimating resources needed, the number of resources to be assigned to the project would highly depend on having an estimate for the overall effort, measured in man-days, for the activities involved. Accordingly, a common practice is to develop these two management areas in tandem with several reviews and revisions until reaching the optimal time and resources balance to achieve project objectives. Resource constraints occur when there is a shortage or limitation in the availability of critical project resources. Common constraints include limited human resources, lack of skills, insufficient inventory of material or supplies, or delays in material acquisition. Resource constraints can impact project timelines in various ways as delays in task execution. Insufficient human resources can lead to delays in completing project tasks, and lack of equipment or material shortages may impede progress. Increased workload on team members. Overloading team members due to resource constraints can lead to burnout, reduced efficiency, and result in errors or suboptimal quality. Project dependencies and critical path. Resource constraints can impact interdependent tasks, affecting the critical path of the project and causing project delays. Time constraints refer to limitations or deadlines imposed on the duration of project activities, which is a crucial factor that influences project planning and resource allocation. Time constraints can impact project resources in various ways as resource allocation challenges. Limited time may lead to hasty resource allocation decisions with insufficient consideration of individual skills and team dynamics. Time constraints may also result in resource conflicts with other projects, and balancing priorities becomes challenging, impacting resource availability. Increased workload. Tight timelines often necessitate increased workloads on team members, leading to potential burnout, reduced productivity, and diminished work quality. Stress and reduced morale. Continuous pressure due to time constraints may lead to increased stress, declining morale and job satisfaction, affecting overall team performance. Bottlenecks. Overlapping tasks and constrained timelines can create resource bottlenecks. Delays in one task may cascade into delays in subsequent activities. Time constraints also impact the dependencies between tasks and resources. Any delay in one area can disrupt the entire project timeline. The current business environment is changing rapidly due to advancements and changes in pastel factors. PESTEL is an acronym for political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal. And these rapid changes are not expected to slow down anytime soon. A new term, VUCA, describes this new business environment, and the expression "we live in a VUCA world" represents the current realities. VUCA is an acronym for V stands for volatile, U stands for uncertain, C stands for complex, A stands for ambiguous. Projects are the tool for effecting change in organizations. This new business environment is reflected on the nature and characteristics of new projects, posing additional challenges and complexity to current project environments, where modern projects are characterized by high speed, high degree of change, lower costs, and increasing level of complexity. This adds another layer of complexity to managing a project and, in turn, managing resources and time within these projects. This makes it imperative that we revisit the way we manage resources and time in projects and equip ourselves with modern tools, techniques, skills, and competencies that address the new environmental challenges for today's projects. This is the end of this segment of our lesson. In the next segment, we shall discuss the impact of the project management approach on resources and time management. This course is presented to you by South Europe College. Thank you for listening, and see you on our next segment.